Hi gorgeous, this is Sahar. I just wanted to bring you your love reading for the day about how he really feels right now. It's a pick a card reading. These are the three that are available for you today. I have a going left to right. I'm going to go with Citrine with a regular tarot deck, and I have the Quartz. And I have the Amethyst cluster. So go ahead and make your pick now. Also, please like and subscribe below so you can get notified when I upload more of these. Also, get my free ebook on my page. I wrote a free ebook on how to become irresistible to a man using your energy, and I'm decoding the 5 secret elements that you can develop to become to bring more love into your life. So if you're ready to get started, pick a card and I'll see you in your reading. Timestamps are below as usual. So my goodness, my camera ended up dying. The stupid, what do you call it? The battery ran out. I'm like, what the hey? I have to do this on my phone to finish up. So here you are. I just set you up on my phone. I'm gonna do your reading. This is the citrine pile. This is for you guys. How does he really feel about you now? Hope you're keeping your spirits up. I'm just gonna put that here so you can see it. How does he feel about you now? I'm gonna do my regular 12 card spread for you, and then do clarifications with the other cards as I go along. How does he really feel about you, Citrine? I can do it this way so you can see. Okay, hold on. Now I have to reverse the way that I see it. Okay. Lovers. So I don't do my spreads with reverse. I do all my cards upright. Some people like to do reverse, other people like upright. It's just a different style of reading. Okay, so here 3 cards for each area of influence. This is the center is the querent, that's you. This is situation and current situation. So what I've got here as a current situation, I've got strength, Princess of Swords, very feminine energies, very strong feminine energies, the beginning of something new, the beginning of cooperation, with a great foundation of success. I see everything basically in place and ready to go, to facilitate cooperation, to really get that going. I see a lot of strength, a lot of rootedness, a lot of groundedness in reality, in real time. Basically, you've got it all. You're ready to go. And everything is ready to execute to a great life. Basically, you've got the foundation laid, and there is the beginning here to something great. I see a lot of intellectual energy there. I see a lot of strong, what do you call it? Somebody who's very capable in the real world, like a businesswoman. Who's got a firm grip on her affairs. I do see definitely the male influence in this. How is he feeling? I do see a definite, definitely a more feminine energy. I see a lot of capability on his end too, but I definitely feel this is a man who's either creative or definitely has a more feminine side to him, who feels about you that you are this super strong woman that can balance him out very well. Yeah, a really beautiful balance between your two personalities, where he really relies on you for strength as much as you rely on him for that as well. And also that you would rely on him for creativity. I see a lot of sun energy here. I'm being drawn, my attention is being drawn to the suns on these, and it's almost like there's two suns uniting in the sky. Like both of you have really sun-like energies, very strong qualities about you, and there's a definite brightening of each other's lives. And they see a very full potential in you taming him. Like he's like the lion, and the strength card typically is represents the calm mind that tamed the lion. This, the woman who tamed her lion with her grace, her compassion, her mastery of herself. So he really sees you as this woman. Yes, definitely sees you that way, and I see the cooperation really being genuine on both sides. I see some influences here. Again, I need to just kind of look this way to see which way. So here I have the influences on this, the intellectual influences, and the mental influences on here, and this is the destiny influences. These are karmic influences of the current situation, and a lot of people have been getting this for the karmic situation. And the outside influences is the Four of Swords, which means, if you notice that people have laid down the swords, and they're taking a break here. The camel's far away, so this is respite from the fight. This is a timeout, quiet time, taking a break. And this is not necessarily a break that is wanted. There's financial trials and tribulation at hand. There's definitely a bit of a setback here, even though everybody is super capable, and it just seems to be the way of the world at this current time. Pretty much almost every reading that I've done has gotten this. There is definitely unforeseen difficulty, unwanted difficulty, but it doesn't mean that it won't be overcome. It's just the sign of the times. Nothing you can do about that for now. But I do see, let's see the mental influences over this. Again, Six of Cups, mental influences over the situation are, the great pleasure cards. 2 and 6 are both great numbers, very harmonious numbers. 6 of Cups, the full cups, the couple enjoying. So these memories, and these, readiness to conquer the world, the readiness to pursue the task at hand, and readiness to materialize the thing that we wanted. I have the Death card here, which is great for a new beginning. If this is what's on your mind, is this a new beginning for you or for him? Let me see. Yeah, definitely a new beginning for both of you. And it feels really a fresh energy of it's a new chapter, and one chapter is over, a new chapter has begun. And in mid-flight you had to land, so just as it was taken off, you guys had to take a break for whatever reason, or I do see a bit of a stop to whatever the task was that you were pursuing. So but that's forced from the outside. I do see both of you super willing and super ready to complete this and manifest this in the real world. And for the next little while, I do see, you know, look, these are the outcome cards that you have. These are the most likely outcomes for the next little while. I've got the Lovers here, which is a spiritual, beautiful union. Not always in love, but we are doing a love reading, and the Lovers unite in complete harmony and complete fulfillment, and maybe have some alone time. I do see that you guys will have that private alone time that you've been craving. I do see a spiritual and physical, totally grounded union for both of you. This is definitely a very positive thing. You guys are looking awesome. These are the calls to action for you. I do see, or you know, use your capacity. You're going to overcome this, but you need your capacity, your capabilities of you know, these other two cards, like 2 and 6 of Wands, are basically more work, right? You're needing more work, overcoming strife, just taking, you know, taking the one step at a time approach to getting through the situation, being patient, working hard, doing the little things, the everyday little things that are required of maintaining a good relationship. Let me see some clarification about the Hermit up here, because Lovers and Hermits together. I'm seeing it right now as quiet time, alone time for the two of you, like the, you know, that passionate honeymoon that you know, that really bonds a new couple. But let me see what this the tarot, this the Journey of Love deck gives. Okay, the Hermit. How does he really feel right now? Why do we have the Hermit? God. Fire and ice. Fire and ice is really definitely jumping out at me the most. So for the Hermit, clarification is definitely time to be together, for the two energies of you guys to blend, for you to create, yeah, definitely more alone time. So I do see him totally seeing you as that woman, coming, you know, because you guys are so balanced. I'm seeing this super balanced energy between you two. It's not necessary for him to come out and say and lead the thing and offer something to you. I think you know that that's on the table already. It does feel like a super secure connection here, and that you will get the time that you both want. And he's game, like basically super game. You're the princess, you're the strong princess that he's wanted. High Priestess is on the deck. You will get that time together, and he is totally into you. And this is for the for the Citrine reading, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and I love you. I wish you all the love and light in the world. Bye. Hi, so you've chosen beautiful Quartz. This is your love reading. How does you really feel about you? Hope you're keeping well. I'm just gonna, my camera, I was doing this thing and my camera kind of got on the fritz, so now I have to do it this way with my phone, so that's why it doesn't look as pretty right now. I'm gonna put it here, no, here, so you can see. I'm going to do that 12 card spread, and I'm going to pull some other card decks for clarification as we go along once we get it. How does he really feel about you for the clear quartz? I hope you can see that, but I will hold these guys up for you guys to get a closer look as well. I think what we need to do, maybe move it down more. They are showing up upside down for you, but I will turn them around as we go. So here, this area here is defining of the querent. So that's you and the situation with him. I definitely see, you know, 5 of Swords, the Moon, and the Judgment. This is looks like a 5 of Swords is typically symbolic of a fight, of an argument of some sort, some disappointment of some kind, generally associated with betrayal, or somebody felt like they were betrayed, took a decision. And the Moon is representative of very strong emotions. So I see almost like a fight and a breakup. Basically, I'm getting definitely in the heart energy, lots of hurt there. So right now I would be thinking that what I'm tapping into is a lot of pain, upset, and hurt on both of you, but him especially. So how he's feeling right now is betrayed, and you may feel that way as well, but he's feeling pretty betrayed, and took a decision out of great emotion, and may not have had very clear thoughts at the time. It may be, he may be feeling like that was a lot of emotion. It might be still a lot of emotion, a lot of betrayal emotion, like it's decision time, I'm mad, like that. So that's kind of what's currently happening there. I do see the influences, outside influences and inside influences. So these are the thoughts, and these are sort of the karmic and life influences, outside influences that you can control a lot less. So let's see what's happening for you guys that you cannot control. So again, a lot of trump cards here, which are typically meaning of that there's a lot of outside influence that you cannot control. So the Chariot is moving on and you know, going for something almost like a foolishness, like a foolish move almost. And I see somebody feeling pretty confident and kind of like a pretty, taking like foolish confidence, like overconfidence. But why would this overconfidence happen? Well, I guess the way that I'm seeing this is more that this overconfidence came upon them by almost like by overindulging and drinking, and that that he just kind of is sometimes this type of person where it's not that it's ingrained in the character. So so in terms of internal influences, like what's going on is somebody had a really great idea. They want to overcome strife, and sees you as a lot of pleasure, and they want a lot of pleasure. So I do see some, definite pleasure going here. And the want to do that, the desires to overcome what's happened and have pleasure again. So the way that I see these two connecting from outside influence to inside influence is that this already happened and it's gone. That moment is gone, and he wishes that we could overcome that incident, or that you could forgive him, and that you guys could both overcome that challenge, and perhaps you'll forgive him and you can move on from what was going on. Yeah, I see that inside they're wanting really to make up, to kiss and make up. And I do feel like they are planning, or they will come forth, or if they haven't already, they will come forth and almost like an apologize, or they want to kiss and make up inside. And they cannot change the past and their foolishness. And I feel like they know that they've been a little bit rash, they made some rash decisions. In terms of the most likely outcome given the current situation, and I mean, this could change overnight, this could change tomorrow, right? Just giving the current right now is, so I am seeing like there's more arguments, obviously, but definitely an overcoming of this because of somebody's maturity and somebody's great ideas. Typically, the Ten of Swords as is representative of verbal malice, having some bad words with each other, having a bit of a confrontation. But together in this position with these two, I would say the diffusion of the argument and the overcoming of the test, basically, given by the Empress energy that is fertile, that is creative, that is diplomatic and well-behaved. So bringing forth good behavior and the will to overcome, I do see that of a future, like almost like a conversation that's coming, will go better. This is overcomable. I do see him coming forth, expressing better. It might not go, it might be a little bit wobbly, but I do see that coming forth and ending up in a most positive light. Some actions to take for you, and these honestly are very, very good. Stick to your traditions. Hierophant is always tradition and marriage, and stick to what you know. You are the Queen of Swords. You do have capability, you have knowledge, you have wisdom, you have great communication skills, you have experience. And with that, you are called to take a break and not do anything whatsoever. I also see getting your head into some mystery schools, or some regular school, some courses or something that you're learning about, maybe some books, something like that. Family might be also interesting, family and very trusted friends, spending quality time with them. Right now we're all locked down, but you can you can still enjoy each other through FaceTime and all that. So I do see that. You definitely distance, take your step back, and use your experience and your knowledge and your know-how of these situations. I am going to pull a couple more cards for clarification, or just to see if we have some inner. Oh, this one wants to come. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. These guys, I'm getting really beautiful energy out of these. So the first one that fell out of that was this distant shores, typically representing taking a trip, whether that is a journey together, or whether it's actually physically being far apart, or so it's one of those. You can either be taking a trip very soon together, or you are far apart from each other. But I do see these two, that there is true love here. I see that with these two cards definitely say that out loud. The communal dance is the union between you and another in love. And the love is true on both sides. It's not unrequited love. There's definite true love here, and it's a very sincere kind of love, and maybe very passionate, maybe somewhat almost, you feels like almost like a I'm crazy about you, I'm a fool for you kind of love, almost like a foolish kind of love, which is really wonderful, and it's really great, great thing to celebrate, to have. So I hope that helped you, and I wish you all the love and light. Hi, this is your reading for how does he feel if you chose this amethyst cluster. So there you go. My other camera is kind of, the battery's on the fritz a little bit, so that's why I had to use my phone today. That's why it's looking so weird right now, but hope you can bear with me. How does he feel about you now, Amethyst? Hope you're feeling grounded and happy. Okay. I just want to shuffle them a little more. How does he feel about you now? I'm just going to spread them out, and then once I do lay them all down, I'll make sure that they're set so you can see them all. So let's see. This guy's going to come down more. And these guys are going to come down more. Okay, I hope you can see that. So the energy from the person and the situation right now is so we got the Fool energy and the Wheel of Fortune here, and we have the Eight of Wands. So I do see that there's definitely, for the Fool is a representative typically of a new beginning, and I do see a lot of work being put in. And kind of like a chance meeting, taking a new beginning and working at it. So definitely see that there's a newness to this, and I'm feeling a little heaviness about it, like a hesitance about how much work, you know, there is to be done now. Almost like a hasty, like a new beginning that's kind of hasty and based on chance. How does that tie in with anything at all? I'm going to pull a clarification card out of the same deck because it's just not jiving with me as a unified message, those guys. So I'm seeing definitely, yeah, the rash decisions. There's been a bit of rashness, a little bit of harshness, and that was almost out of bad luck, or out of the newness and the bad luck of it. That there was some harshness, some bad words, and some hard feelings. I'm getting a bit of a hard feeling out of this, and slightly playful, very like a playful energy that's a little harsh and just a little bit on the colder side. I'm finding that let's see what these influences are on this. How does he see you? I'm kind of getting that you definitely are on the deck of strength and the Queen of Pentacles. So you're definitely coming through as, you know, very, very good, you know, very capable, very kind, very strong. I do see some worries about money for him, or, you know, yeah, definitely on one side there's this worry or loss of employment, and like this vision of you as this pristine goddess, and maybe almost like an idealization of you, and feeling unworthy, definitely, or being ashamed or worried about hardships in life, and things that, you know, that are outside influences on this deck. Are the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, Four of Pentacles. So somebody is definitely in a good position financially, and a great increase of finances. And I see that being more on your side, that you know, good things, better things are happening for you. You seem to be in a better sort of financial class or something than him, and you just keep on going better and better that way, and almost like he can't match up in your abundance, and that's an insecurity for him, and he's kind of SOL. He feels like he's SOL that way, and I'm getting a lot of immature energy out of the air, a lot of kind of not really very developed mentally or spiritually or accomplished in life either, which is you know, good for you that you are more advanced almost than him. Eight of Swords. So here we have some of the outcomes. We have an outcome here. These are the actions to take. So I'm going to look at the outcome here. We've got really good. I do see Eight of Swords is typically, if you look at it, two people turning away from each other and sticking the swords into the ground, into that fertile ground, and putting an end to things, looking like the argument's over, our backs are turned to each other. New ideas and happiness coming through that, coming from that. Basically, I do see it as a chance to start new and start fresh, and basically, I'm getting drawn a lot to this. Basically, turning your back and starting a new chapter. And sometimes what this kind of thing could be is absolutely karmic. Definitely great lessons to learn what your value is. Great recognition to know what your value is and what you're worth. Actions to take. I've got the Ace of Wands here. I've got the Three of Cups and the Six of Swords. These cards in these positions together would mean, you know, the pleasure going, filling your own cups. Filling your own cups. The best way to do that is to place a lot of effort and love into yourself, and that's how you overcome strife. This card is representative of overcoming strife. Sometimes taking a journey. Right now, if we're in COVID lockdown, maybe a journey within would be appropriate, to take pleasure with yourself, to give yourself pleasure, and having lots of joy and putting forth the effort to go forward with your own life. I'm going to pull just a couple of cards for this. Yeah, okay, the burning hero is typically of a transformation, of going through hardships and trauma, and coming out the hero of your story that has overcome so much. And that is definitely, when you think of the blood dances, that, you know, we're constantly evolving, our DNA is changing, our blood is purifying itself all the time, and it is up to you to continue your journey in your beauty, with becoming the hero in your own movie, and honoring all the journey to that. Not everybody can be that person for us. I mean, it could just change tomorrow. These things are typically the just for today type of things, if it resonates with you. But I do see you taking this very much the good way, and stepping forward, being that hero of love, and coming out stronger and wiser than ever. So I do hope that you enjoyed your reading. I wish you lots of love and lots of light. Have a wonderful hump day. It's Wednesday. Oh, it's going to be Thursday tomorrow. It is a timeless reading. Please click subscribe and like my video. Love you.